Hey, comic fans, it is time for the previews of what I'm picking up this week. Again, these are not really anything in particular. They're not really spec books. They're not really books that you should go out and get or are great. They're just books that I like, that I'm looking at, that could possibly be good or great or a spec book. So, with that said, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that all that jazz, and look for content from me. Looks like now Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays, and on some weekends. So, without further ado, let's get into the books that I'm looking at personally for New Comic Book Day tomorrow. All right. So, from DC, we have Wonder Woman 763. We've got that new young villain, Liar Liar, in there. Really good series from Mariko Tamaki. Carlo Barberi's doing the artwork on that. And cover B, we have Joshua Middleton. This is a beautiful cover. All right, next up, we've got Batman, Three Jokers, #2. Jeff Johns doing the writing. You have Jason Fabik on art, and Brad Anderson also doing some of the artwork and coloring. Excellent colorist. I'm really hoping that this issue lives up to the hype of issue 1. We had some really good character development in issue 1, so let's see where issue 2 takes us. Next up, we have Dark Knights, Death Metal, Multiverses End #1. This is a Tynion, the 4th book, with Juan Gideon on art. This looks like a really fun book. So the preview said that Perpetua has condensed all beings to one planet, Earth Prime. A group of heroes is band together to stop her. Some of those characters involve Owlman, President Superman, Iris West, Guy Gardner, and Captain Carrot. That's why I'm saying this looks like a fun book. Cover B looks really cool. Got Captain Carrot on the cover. I'm going to try to pick that one up if I can find it. Next up, we've got Batman, The Joker Warzone #1. This is a collection of stories, obviously from the Joker War story arc. This book is particularly interesting because it has the first full story involving the Clown Hunter in it. So we shall see. We shall grab that book. We shall see what the Clown Hunter's about. Seems like a really cool character. All right, we're going to move on to Image now. We have Department of Truth #1. This was a highly ordered book, so a lot of shops should have a lot of issues of this book. This is another James Tynion, the 4th book, with Martin Simon on art. This is a series about conspiracy theories being true, hence the Department of Truth, trying to hide these conspiracies. Looks like it could be a fun series. Looks like it's going to be based on some actual conspiracy theories that actually exist in our world, like JFK's assassination. So we'll see where it goes. I like cover B, Jenny Frison. She does some really cool artwork, and this cover is fire. All right, next up from Image, we got Philadelphia #8 with Rodney Barnes and Jason Sean Alexander on art. In this book, if you've been reading it, the world's most vicious vampire is about to be set loose on the world. Don't want to get too deep into it, but in case you haven't been reading it, it looks like this series is really going to pick up now. Also looks like there's going to be some underworld tones going on. Not the movie, but like actual stuff like the ferryman and some mythology. I guess you can call it hell if you want. Cover B, that's the last thing I want to touch on. Bill Sienkiewicz did cover B. So if you're a Bill Sienkiewicz fan, go ahead and grab Philadelphia #8, cover B. Next up, we got Spawn 310. The Gunslinger Spawn is on cover A on this one. He seems to be a pretty big deal these days. So this actually was one of the larger ordered Spawn issues in recent memory, probably only second to like 300. So there should be a lot of them out there. Cover B is a McFarlane cover. We've got Ninja Spawn on there. And then cover C is a Bjorn Barrenos cover. Looks pretty cool. So that's Spawn 310. It seems like things are going to come to a head now. Maybe things are heating up in the series. There are demons on Earth, and stuff's going to happen. We'll see. And lastly, from Image, I'm looking at That Texas Blood #4. Been reading the series. It's pretty good. A little bit of a slow burn, but it's been pretty good. Well written, good artwork. So I'm going to keep up with that series. If you like slow burns, this might be a book for you. Now we're moving on to Marvel. There are a ton of timeless covers this week. We've got Avengers number 36 with the Ghost Rider. We've got Fantastic Four number 24, 4 covers, one for each member of the Fantastic Four. So that's right, you've got the Human Torch, you've got the Invisible Woman, you've got Mr. Fantastic, and you've got the Thing. We've got a Doctor Strange timeless cover on Strange Academy number 3, and we've got an Angel cover on X Factor number 4. So we've got quite a few timeless covers, basically because the Fantastic Four is out this week. 7 covers total, seven timeless covers this week. All right, so moving on, strictly for cover, I'm bringing up Avengers number 36. You've got Black Panther and Moon Knight on the cover, and you got the Chadwick Boseman black label up top. So you've got the little label homage to Chadwick Boseman, and you've got Black Panther on the cover. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and grab Avengers number 36. That is also, again, the timeless Ghost Rider cover. So if you're collecting those timeless covers by Alex Ross, Ghost Rider is on Avengers number 36. Next up, we got Immortal Hulk Threshing Place. This is written by Jeff Lemire. Jeff Lemire is an excellent writer. So I'm interested to see what this book's about. And you have Michael Del Mundo on art. He's a pretty good artist. So in this story, you have the Immortal Hulk kind of doing some investigation work, looking for a little girl who's gone missing. And Bruce Banner, Hulk, know that there's some gamma radiation in the area. Next up, we have Savage Avengers number 12 with Jerry Dugan. Good series. I've been reading it since issue 1, so that's why I'm going to stay with it. But you do have on the cover, it's a pretty cool cover. You also have Adam Gorham on art. But as I was saying, on the cover, you've got Conan, you've got Elektra, you've got Dr. Voodoo, looks like Doctor Strange up top. And you got the variant cover with just Conan. So that's pretty cool. And they've got that really Kulan goth eye creature thing going on over their heads. Not quite sure how to explain that, but some pretty cool covers there. So I'll be looking at that. I'll be looking to see which cover I get. I'll probably just get the one with just Conan, but who knows? All right, next up, we've got Strange Academy number 3 with Scotty Young. Pretty cool book. What I will say is that if you are looking for, well, cover A is pretty cool and with Doyle DeMarmu. But if you're looking to spec on a book, you're probably looking at the Art Adams character spotlight variant, which has Kaylee Moonpetal on it. And then you also have the Alex Ross Timeless Doctor Strange cover on Strange Academy number 3. So, and like I said, it's Scotty Young writing it, and you got Humberto Ramos on the art. Pretty good team. All right, last, we've got X Factor number 4, which happens to be chapter 2 of X of Swords, which I believe is a 22-part series. So this is part 2 of 22. This is written by Leah Williams, and art is by Carlos E. Gomez. There are a couple of covers here. You do have the Alex Ross Timeless cover for Angel on this one. You've got a R.B. Silva cover, which is the cover I'm looking at. That's probably the one I'm going to pick up. And then you have cover A, which is an Ivan Chavrine cover. Also pretty cool. So that's X Factor number 4. That's the last book that I'm looking at this week. Not a huge list this week. Only like 3 different publishers we're looking at. Marvel, DC, and Image this week. So that's my little preview of what I'm grabbing this week. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Continue to do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready to buy some comics tomorrow. Peace.